Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. CLT Aviation 13 here with another San Juan airport update. Thank you so much for stopping by today. This is going to be a really cool update. Just got some nice special paint schemes again like the previous one, and everything's just looking really nice. American 777s are in the video today. Now that we are in the December schedule, they operate 2 flights a day from Miami on top of the existing 737 flights. So with that being said, as usual, we will start with the Blue Rica. Now, I kind of always just keep this plane in my videos just as a, kind of shout out / dedication to Puerto Rico and the surrounding areas / communities there. Obviously, this is where the inspiration of the airplane came from. So I figured it would be, a good way to tribute that and always have this plane in the updates. So always expect Blue Rica to be in here. And regardless, it's just a really, really nice special livery. This one for today is going to operate to Fort Lauderdale. And then we have a JetBlue high-rise A320, which is on pushback. I always tend to keep high-rise in the videos as well. High-rise is a very dominant tail fin in the JetBlue fleet for the A320s. So it's pretty appropriate to, maintain at least one high-rise for San Juan. This guy for today is heading to Hartford. And then next up, we have the really, really nice Gemini Jets 1-400 Prism A320. Which is going to operate a flight to Orlando. And then next up we have the A321 Neo. I do have the NG models, Neos now. When I recorded this, it was just easier to use the Gemini Jet one since I already had them out on the table. But anyways, this particular A321 Neo is going to operate a flight to New York John F. Kennedy. And then scooting on back here, I'm going to zoom in so I don't have to walk across. We have the Prism A321 on pushback with a flight to Newark. Newark buildup is very interesting to me, going after United. Part of me thinks it will pay off just because of JetBlue's overall presence in the Northeast. But long term, I'm not really sure. I mean, it's too hard to tell, to be honest with you. Just to be fun to watch over the years. And then next up, we have the JetBlue A321 Neo arriving in from Boston, and it's going to take up one of these available gates. There you go. Start over with the New York Jets A320. Just touched down, a little bit of a high flare, but that's just the best I could do. So don't make fun of its high flare. This guy is coming in from Newark. This route is operated a couple times a day, depending on obviously the months and the days. But it sees 321s and A320s as well. And then scooting on over to the United Star Alliance 737-800. This aircraft is going to make a flight to Chicago O'Hare. And then let me just move the camera around a little bit to the JetBlue E190. This is the barcode with service to Santo Domingo. And as usual, Florida One is one of my nicest airplanes, especially for Southwest. I like to have them in the videos as well. Southwest does begin Nashville, I think, from San Juan, but I think it's in next year. So the routes right now for Southwest are pretty boring, so I apologize for the previous updates. I think it's just, the ones I've been using have been like Tampa, Fort Lauderdale, Orlando. That's kind of what they have going on. I think Baltimore might have been thrown in there as well. But again, we'll have Florida One go to its home in Orlando. For the next part of the update, we'll start with the American Airlines 777-200. As mentioned at the beginning of the video, they do operate 2 777-200 flights per day. Again, for my updates, I kind of just throw everything that would be seen on the flight schedule. So obviously, the only way you would see the 2 of the 777s on the ground at one time in San Juan would be if there was a delay, because they both come in at one comes in, I think it's in the morning, and then one comes in later in the day. But again, just for aesthetics, I'm all about the aesthetics. Making things look good. There'll be 2 777s for today. So that being said, this one is heading to Miami. Then we have the TWA 737-800 getting loaded up for a flight to Charlotte. Really like this livery. My favorite one is Air Reno. I've yet to pick that one up. I'm hoping NG Models releases hopefully they release all the heritage just because their mold is so good. But would like to see that. Then back on up, we have a JetBlue Blueberries A320. This is the Charlotte variant, which is just arriving in from Fort Lauderdale. We have 3 Spirits. I'm going to run through the destinations and also give some looks on them. So for the first one, this A321, this is the Gemini jet version, heading to Fort Lauderdale. And then we have an A320, which is going to make a flight to Philadelphia. And then the next one is the NG Models A321, and this guy's going to make a flight to Orlando. Moving on down the line, we have the Frontier A321 with service to Orlando. Now this route typically, if I'm not mistaken, I've seen it on 320s, 321s, but maybe lately it has been a 320, but let's just say it got substituted today. And then last over here, we have the Southwest 737-700 with service to Fort Lauderdale. And then, as per usual, the consistent cargos. It's nice to use both the MD-11s. This is obviously the Federal Express MD-11 with service to Memphis. And then the UPS MD-11 with service to Louisville. Let's finally go ahead and wrap things up on the last section of the airport. Update for San Juan today. This is that second additional 777 flight that I was mentioning. This is arriving from Miami, and we'll also head back to Miami. And we got the United 737-800, new livery with service to Houston. And again, as you can see, I still obviously do not have a Delta 737-900, but the 738 will do. This guy's heading to Atlanta. And then last but not least, we have the One World 737-800, which is going to make a flight to Philadelphia. And that concludes the update. I just want to give you a quick view. It actually looks pretty cool here with that 777 and then the Jetblue in the background. Anyways, I just want to say thank you so much for all the support. You know, if you're really enjoying this content, it really does mean a lot and helps the channel out for, you know, liking, subscribing. I hate always saying it, but just that, I just have to throw it in there because it does really support the channel. But again, thank you so much for stopping by today, and I hope you enjoyed all the content so far for the month of December, and I'll see you guys in the next video.